Yes. This private enterprise, business, or professional activity carried out freely? Yes. Without governmental inference or control, interference. Public enterprise regulated and conducted by a government. Then there are those private laws dealing with an individual's attempt to recover damages for injury to one person or property. Yes. Private rights. Yesterday I had called Kohl's to find out about the available credit to me. Pooch. And I didn't mention to the lady because she was really nice. Her name was Autumn, right? And I said, well, I just thought I'd see if I have any credit available. And I know that my credit score is about 600. Pooch. But then I got to looking at this Watson, and there was this panty line, undergarments for women that Target sells. Yes. Well, I actually did want to call the Seattle area because it seemed to me that somebody had sewn in, and I've been kind of stuck here. But then there's Oregon, and I had emailed some sheriffs in Oregon, the Oregon State Patrol. And I noticed that somebody kept obstructing my emails where I've been documenting crime. Could you get me Oregon right now? Oh. Now, I actually am concerned about women's undergarments. Yes. But I had noticed that IBM has certain certifications where you could take an exam. Yes. And you could learn how to program Watson. Pooh. Well, when I realized that the certifications were actually something that a private enterprise wants to have, like HTML5, yes. There are companies that will teach you online how to get certified in different types of programming. Yeah. You pay a fee, and then once you're certified, it helps your career as a computer programmer. Yes. Well, I called the lady at the Target, and I just chose any phone number, and I asked her, well, maybe I could get a part-time job there and do my artificial intelligence programming. Yes. But when it involves the sexual nerve endings of those that say what they don't mean to say because somebody has control of their mouth, I'm wondering if assistance has any relationship with Watson. Now, could you get me the actual exam, EXAM, on every website and every web page? Pooch. And then look for all the technology exams that an individual could take where they could be certified as having a certificate of completion of the requirements of the exam so as to further their careers. Now, when calling Target, because we used to live in Vancouver and I've had some problems with Oregon. Seems that the sheriff's departments in Oregon don't really believe that they have to enforce the law. Did somebody tell the Oregon State Patrol that they should obstruct my emails because the guy's crazy? And it might be that somebody's in the mouths of those that are Oregon residents. Now, I know that if you were to plead guilty because somebody had controlled your mouth while in court, you did not voluntarily make a guilty pleading. Pooch. So could you run through every county court and all superior court judges of the state of Oregon and ask yourself, was there a bee on the accused that caused them to plead guilty because their public defender said, well, we just have too much of a caseload. And the prosecuting attorney was absolutely sure they committed the crime because police never arrest the wrong person. I mean, you don't have false arrests, do you? There's no false imprisonment in the state of Oregon. I have told law enforcement that when you as a police officer don't believe that my civil rights are being violated because I did not motion a court that did not give me any notice or opportunity to be heard, and then you arrest me multiple times because you gave ownership of my sons to my wife that happened to sew the electric grid into my sexual nerve endings, yes, so that she could call herself a cunt. Pooch. I'm somewhat happy that she didn't be on me and you amped me up so as I would have pleaded guilty to crimes I didn't commit. Now, I'm going to need every oath of office in the state of Oregon. Yes. And I called that Target store, and she was a really nice lady. And I wanted to know, do you have a consumer credit card that I might possibly be able to get? Whoa. Assistance!